10 trucks, 500,000 miles each, original engines, original transmissions, still running today. Here is why that is impossible to replicate in anything built after 2010. Modern trucks have turbocharged engines designed to pass a fuel economy test, not survive a decade of real work. They have aluminum components that expand and crack under heat cycles. They have software that locks you out of your own repairs, and cylinder deactivation systems that destroy themselves from the inside at 80,000 miles. The average repair bill on a modern F-150 after the warranty expires $2,200 a year minimum, rising every year. The trucks on this list cost their owners $400 a year to maintain. The difference is not luck. It is cast iron. It is mechanical simplicity. It is an era when Detroit built trucks to last because the men buying them would not accept anything less. These 10 trucks are that era, and every single one of them is still available today if you know what to look for. Let us get into it. If this is the kind of information your dealership hoped you would never find, hit subscribe. We cover this every week. Now, here is truck number 1. Before the list, one thing you need to understand: 500,000 miles does not happen by accident. It happens because of 4 specific things these trucks have that modern trucks do not. Cast iron engine blocks that absorb heat and stress without warping or cracking. Timing chains instead of belts that last the life of the engine, not 90,000 miles. Mechanical systems any trained mechanic can diagnose without a $5,000 dealer laptop. Body-on-frame construction where individual components can be replaced without rebuilding the entire vehicle around them. Every truck on this list has all 4. Nothing built after 2010 has all 4. That is the entire story. Now, the trucks. Number 1. The GM Square Body, built from 1973 to 1987. The strongest examples from the late 1970s through mid-1980s. Specifically look for the 350 cubic inch small block V8. This is the single most documented high-mileage truck engine in American history. Not opinion. Registry data. The GM Truck Club of America has verified hundreds of examples crossing 400,000 and 500,000 miles on original blocks. Why does this engine last so long? The 350 small block was designed with bearing clearances and wall thickness specifications that exceeded anything a civilian truck would ever demand. Engineers from the Cold War manufacturing era built margin into everything. Your grandfather's square body was not overbuilt for the farm. It was overbuilt because Detroit had not yet learned to build down to a price. The frame is a full ladder design with cross members that mechanics describe as essentially indestructible under normal use. The TH350 and TH400 automatic transmissions paired with it are considered among the most reliable ever produced. A complete rebuild costs less than $400 in parts. Parts availability is extraordinary. Every component for this engine is stocked at every auto parts store in America. The supply chain has never dried up because demand has never stopped. Number 2. The 1989 to 1995 Toyota pickup and T100. The engine that changed what Americans expected from a small truck. The 22RE 4-cylinder. Cast iron block, timing chain, not a belt, simple port fuel injection that any mechanic can service without specialty tools. Farmers in the American Southwest ran these engines in conditions that destroy most modern plant power. Heat, dust, neglect, abuse. The 22RE responded by continuing to run. Documented 400,000-mile histories on original blocks exist in significant numbers, not outliers. Common enough in the Toyota truck community that they barely get attention. The T100 with the 3VZ V6 is more complicated. Capable engine, but with a known head gasket vulnerability appearing consistently around 150,000 miles. Inexpensive to repair when caught. Number 3. The 1992 to 2000 Chevrolet C and K Series and GMC Sierra with the 5.7-liter Vortec V8. The last GM full-size pickup built before active fuel management began destroying engines from the inside. The Vortec 5700 added sequential fuel injection to everything that made the 350 small block legendary. Better cold starts, better fuel efficiency, no added complexity that introduced new failure points. Fleet operators running these engines in commercial applications reported lower per-mile maintenance costs than any comparable engine of that era. The critical distinction is what this engine does not have: no cylinder deactivation, no active fuel management, no system that shuts down half the engine at highway speeds to improve a government test number. It runs as a V8 every mile of every trip. GM introduced AFM in their V8s in 2007. The lifter failures that followed have become one of the most expensive and widespread repair issues in modern truck history, bills ranging from $4,000 to $10,000 depending on severity. Number 4. The truck that diesel mechanics refer to as the standard against which everything else is measured. The 1994 to 2004 Dodge Ram with the 5.9-liter Cummins Inline-Six diesel. This engine was not designed for a pickup truck. Cummins built it for industrial applications, generators, agricultural equipment, marine use, applications where failure was not an option, and longevity was the only metric that mattered. Dodge needed a diesel. Cummins had one already proven in the most demanding non-vehicular applications imaginable. The marriage produced the most durable engine ever installed in an American consumer vehicle. The 12-valve version from 1994 to 1998 is the most mechanically pure. No electronic fuel injection management. The Bosch P7100 injection pump is entirely mechanical. Any competent diesel mechanic can rebuild it for a fraction of what electronic systems cost to service. The 24-valve version, introduced in 1998, added electronic management, but retained the core architecture that makes the 5.9 legendary. Documented 1 million-mile examples exist, not 500,000, 1 million.
Number 5. The last Ford F-150 generation before the EcoBoost era introduced the complexity that has defined modern Ford truck ownership. The 1997 to 2003 F-150 with the 4.6 or 5.4-liter Triton V8. Cast iron block, aluminum heads, a design that balanced weight savings with the durability of an iron lower end. The 4.6-liter is the more reliable of the two. Documented 300,000-mile histories in fleet applications. Parts availability is excellent. Every component available aftermarket at reasonable prices. The 5.4-liter has one known issue that becomes expensive if ignored. Spark plugs can seize in the aluminum cylinder heads on high-mileage examples and break during removal. A broken spark plug in an aluminum head requires specialized extraction and can result in cylinder head replacement if mishandled. This is not a reason to avoid the engine. It is a reason to change spark plugs on schedule and use the correct anti-seize compound during installation. Price range. Solid examples, $5,000 to $12,000. Number 6. The truck that established the Tacoma's reputation for longevity that Toyota has traded on for 30 years since. First generation Tacoma, 1995 to 2004. The 3.4-liter V6 is the standout of this generation. Cast iron block, proven architecture that Toyota had been refining since the early 1980s. The timing belt is the single maintenance item that separates informed Tacoma buyers from uninformed ones. Replace it every 90,000 miles without exception. A belt failure at highway speed destroys the engine. A properly maintained belt is simply a scheduled expense. Toyota Tacomas from this generation with documented timing belt histories regularly achieve 300,000 to 400,000 miles. Price range. Solid examples with documented maintenance, $12,000 to $25,000. The market understands exactly what these are worth. Number 7. The truck that surprises everyone who expects a V8 to dominate a longevity discussion. The Ford F-150 with the 300 cubic inch Inline-Six, produced from 1965 through 1996, making it one of the longest production run engines in American automotive history.
That production run is not coincidence. Ford kept building this engine for 31 years because operators kept demanding it. The Inline-Six configuration creates inherently better balance than a V8. Fewer vibration harmonics mean less stress on engine mounts and ancillary components over time. The 300 produced modest power, 145 horsepower in later fuel-injected form, but at such low mechanical stress that the engine simply did not wear at the rate higher output engines do.
Utility companies chose this engine specifically for applications where maximum longevity was the only requirement. Price range? Running condition examples $3,000 to $9,000, making this one of the most accessible entries on the list. Number 8. The truck that rarely appears on these lists, despite having one of the most documented longevity records of any small pickup ever sold in America. The Nissan Hardbody, 1986 to 1997, equipped with the 2.4-liter KA24 four-cylinder. Cast iron block, timing chain, not a belt, simple fuel delivery in the earlier carbureted versions, and straightforward port injection in later fuel-injected examples. The mechanical components are reliable. The sheet metal is where these trucks are vulnerable in high-salt environments. Price range? Clean examples $6,000 to $14,000, with rust-free Western examples commanding strong premiums. Number 9. The truck that fleet operators chose specifically when the 5.7 Vortec was discontinued and they needed to know if its replacement would carry the same legacy. The 1999 to 2006 Silverado and Sierra equipped with the 6-liter LQ4 V8. This was GM's heavy-duty truck engine in the LS family. Fleet applications running LQ4 engines have documented 400,000-mile service lives with transmission rebuilds as the primary major expense rather than engine failures.
Price range: 2,500 and 3,500 series trucks with LQ4 engines under 200,000 miles, $10,000 to $20,000. Number 10. The domestic V8 that closes this list and does not get the recognition it deserves relative to its actual service record. The 2001 to 2007 Dodge Ram with the 5.9-liter Magnum V8. The Magnum engine family was Chrysler's primary V8 throughout the 1990s and early 2000s. The 5.9-liter version produced 245 to 360 horsepower, depending on year and configuration, through an architecture that prioritized low-end torque and mechanical durability above everything else. Cast iron block, cast iron heads, no aluminum anywhere in the engine structure. This makes it heavier than competitors. Solid examples under 200,000 miles, $6,000 to $13,000. Now that you have the list, here's the practical buying framework that separates a good purchase from an expensive mistake. Rule 1. Documentation beats condition. Rule 2. Rust is the real enemy. Rule 3. Have it inspected before you buy. Rule 4. Buy the best example you can afford. Rule 5. Budget for known issues. Drop the highest mileage truck you've ever personally owned or driven in the comments below, because I want to see what's actually out there still running. And if you want to know exactly why modern truck engines are designed to fail after the warranty expires and what Ford's own internal documents say about it, watch this video next. Hit subscribe. The 500K Club has more members than 10, and we are just getting started.